Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over the cryptocurrency market, a couple other assets to let you guys know some stuff that I'll be looking at here for kind of like the breaking levels that I'm looking at, if you will, for the cryptocurrency market. Because right now the cryptocurrency market is a mess. Basically, at the end of the day, if there are any more these fraudulent companies that are out there, like FTX turned out to be, and that was that was wow. Wow, what a fraud, man. But if there's any more out there, they're going to get caught. They're going to get found out. You would think after all this that it would have sussed everything out, but obviously not. That's what I thought happened at that last low. Everything was taken care of. And if those companies were able to make it through this, then I figured, they're probably all sussed out, but obviously not in the crypto space with the amount of leverage that's being used and the pretty bad decisions that are being made as far as leveraging yourself in this market. So if there's more frauds, they'll be caught. They should be caught. And that could mean more of that. So here's the deal, guys, with this is that that level at 13,874. I don't want to see that. If it starts breaking through there, breaching with candle bodies below that, I would have a concern with Bitcoin. Okay, that'd just be my take on it. So I don't think so. Right now, it's not doing anything like that so far. It's close. Don't get me wrong. It's close. I'm expecting something to be finished up in this area right here, guys. I think it's going to be a slow grind. So probably the more, if you will, egregious part of this process now is going to be the time. It's going to be the time. How long is it going to take? Is it going to be the next couple of weeks? Probably not. Next 30 days? Probably not. So now you got to start pushing out 30 days, 45 days, maybe even 60 days to clear this up. However, I'll let you know that there could be a bounce in this area is what I'm be looking for. If it's going to finish, it'll be a grind. If you're going to see a wave out of there, pretty aggressive wave, you could have a move like this, a three wave, and it whizzes up into a 5. Can't rule that out. Okay. So if you see something real aggressive getting out of there, in my opinion, it might be one of these. Okay. But I will play that wave because if Bitcoin can do something like that, what do you think some alts can do right there? Okay, guys? So like alts like Quantmatic, they'll be able to rip, in my opinion. So that's what I'm looking at. In the meantime, downside, I'm just keeping my eye on the 14,000 more or less. Just say 13.9 and things like that. So I wanted to go over some other assets with you. People had some questions, and one of them was Illuvium. Illuvium, my opinion, I'm not going to touch it until I see a reaction off the bottom. And Illuvium has not proven to me any type of reaction off the bottom. The only decent signal you have right now is you have bullish divergence being formed down here in the RSI. Okay, that's not good enough for me. Not for a coin like this in these conditions. So another thing is too with GBTC. You can see pre-markets is opened at 8:15. I'm going over this again. A lot of talk about GBTC. People are running around with hair on fire and they think this is going to fall apart. It could. I don't know what's going on the internals with this coin, but you can take your trend line on GBTC from here to here and then see what's going to happen here. Take it off log and do it. And I think that this will give you the answer. If it's going to be busting through there significantly with daily or weekly candle bodies, then I would say maybe there's something going on with GBTC. Okay, that's all you really can do without trying to run around and trying to find their coins like one guy's doing, but which, by the way, he's doing a pretty good job of that because that would be probably fairly difficult. And also, too, I wanted to go over Litecoin. And the reason I'm going over Litecoin is that it has a lot of history to it. It's an older coin. And it's really, if you take a look at Litecoin here on this chart with this massive wave and then this sequence it's doing in there, very similar to GBTC. Okay. Now, here is the deal. There's only one wave structure that this can be. It's called a wedge or a diagonal. Is it a leading diagonal or is it an ending diagonal? Don't know. My opinion is that it's a leading diagonal. So in a leading diagonal, you're allowed to have two types of waves. In a leading diagonal, you can have an ABC. So this can go up in an ABC, like so, okay? You can have that, or you can have two types of waves. These are legit. You can have a 5 or 3 in there, okay? In an ND diagonal, you can't have only you can have ABC moves, all right? Most people don't know that. They just think diagonals have to be zigzags. That's not true. Leading diagonals can be either zigzags or impulse waves like you have in here. So this is an impulse wave. You can see with that highest peak right there to that peak, you have divergence telling you that's an impulse wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this over here is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So with Litecoin, and looking at this wave, this was a completed sequence right here. Okay. This is a completed sequence right there. Okay. I've checked it out. It's done. So what's it doing over here? Good question. The only thing it could be is a connector wave to swing back down and go over here. So what I'm doing is that I'm actually checking these levels. If Litecoin comes down and breaches 39.33, that's probably going to tell you something could be going on in the cryptocurrency market. And if it definitely breaks 27.41, there's certainly something going on in the cryptocurrency market, because now this just becomes a sequence back down to swing back down over here. Okay. But it has to get to those levels. That's why I'm paying attention to stuff like this, and on Bitcoin coming down to those levels in case they do. So far, everything's looking okay. With Litecoin, this is a questionable move, a 3-wave swing there. I'm checking it out. But if you take a look at Litecoin, I'll show you guys something here on Litecoin that it might be doing okay. So if you see, here's the March of 2020 dump, and it came up into this wave like so, and it did this move over here. So from the start, if I take that wick out, you can see Litecoin went from $31, and then in September, it was just at $42 after going through this mess. But if you can see that fractal of what it did, and you see it over here, kind of a similar little deal that it's doing over there. So like I said before, that sequence right there, I have no doubt, whatever it did right there, it finished something, that WXY, and this is new. Okay. So I'm not saying that it can't go back down, but it's just something I'm paying attention to get an idea what's actually going on in the cryptocurrency market using different assets like GBTC, Litecoin, obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Binance Coin, the bigger assets, to get an idea of how unhealthy is the market right now. Has lack of buyers coming into it. Everybody's scared. They don't want to do anything. They're waiting for certain levels like 10K Bitcoin. I think that's a bad mistake, in my opinion. That 13.9 for Bitcoin over here, this is more important. You want it to hold that to keep this structure, okay? And same thing over here with Litecoin, just seeing what it's going to do. Is it going to come down and start breaking these levels? Like I said, 40, and then let me go back out to a weekly chart, and breaking through this trend line and then coming back down and start breaching, preferably 35, and then coming back down to there, okay? I think if Litecoin's down here like this, we're really going to see probably Bitcoin start testing this over here. So that's what I'm paying attention to right now. So I know this video that I'm doing right now is a little bit on negative, just giving you guys, throwing some ideas out there, what I'm paying attention to with this stuff based on all the negative sentiment that's going on in the market right now. I would still like to see Bitcoin come down here to test 14.9 or low 15s, and certainly have some bullish divergence down here. And then also too, from this peak to this peak is bullish divergence. Now, to let you guys know that this is looking more 3-wave-ish to me, especially if it comes down here and hits at 1.618 in this target that I have. And like I said, there's a couple moves that could be going on in here. Just don't know yet. And it could be making that move over here. Okay. And then that's actually the mega bear. That would be a mega bearish move, because this wave would be completed here, and then it'd be a 3-wave swing up, only to do another one of these of nature over here. So you really don't want that, but I'm keeping the option on the table that could happen if there's a strong wave out of here, is what I would be looking for. If there's a strong wave out of here with Bitcoin, my first instinct would be, is this a C wave corrective move up just to correct back down? Okay. If not, it could come down and then maybe just consolidate for a while and be in this area was more than likely what's going to be happening with Bitcoin. And then just paying attention to Binance Coin too, guys. You know, Binance Coin is making that bullish divergence on the daily. I still think it probably has a little bit more room to go, but it is slowing in, doing the characteristics, in my opinion, of ending something, a fifth wave end right there. Like I said in the previous videos, this is either the start of something or it's the end of something with Binance Coin. There's no other way to cut that pie. It's either starting or ending. If you're a bear, it just started to swing back up to continue to go back down. If you're a bull, it's a three-wave swing with the 5, made a flat right there, and it's finishing something. It's really that simple what I'm looking for with Binance Coin. More than anything, and it's the same thing with Ethereum. I want to see Ethereum come down, make that break that 1066 or 1072, come down here to these areas more than likely, make that bullish divergence. And then with Ethereum, it's the same thing. Once again, it's either the start of something or it's finishing something. Okay, it remains to be seen. Right now, it's going to require, in my opinion, quite a bit of patience. I'm sitting on my hands right now. I'm not doing any trades out of everything for the most part right now, except the Ethereum and the Bitcoin and the other little cryptos that I have, and well up into 98% cash, and mostly cash right now. Then I'm in my portfolio, not in a lot of stable coins, a little bit on Mex Global and a little bit on Kraken, and the rest of it I went to cash just because of the nonsense that's going on in the crypto market right now. And with the Genesis, if they're going to get their funding, I haven't checked the news yet, or if there's any other fraudulent companies out there that need to go down. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.